Carla Connor-Swain steps in to help Sam Blakeman in upcoming Coronation Street episodes as the teenager's mental health continues to deteriorate following his traumatic experiences involving Megan Walsh. Viewers first met Sam back in 2020 when it was revealed that he was the son of Nick Tilsley and the late Natasha Blakeman. Since arriving on the cobbles, Sam has been involved in several emotional storylines, but his latest struggle may be his most heartbreaking yet. Sam has been deeply affected ever since he uncovered the truth about Will Driscoll being groomed by his athletics coach and teacher Megan. After realizing Sam knew too much, Megan intimidated him into staying silent about the abuse. Unable to cope with the stress, Sam later ended up in hospital after taking an excessive amount of medication that had not been prescribed to him. The pressure from Megan's threats and the difficult atmosphere at school became too overwhelming for him. While recovering in hospital, Sam eventually opened up to Leanne Battersby and Eva Price about what he knew regarding Megan and Will. The revelation caused major shockwaves for the Driscoll family, although it was only later that Will finally admitted the full truth about Megan's actions. Megan has since pleaded not guilty and is now waiting to stand trial. With the court case approaching, Sam may be expected to give evidence, but upcoming scenes reveal that his mental state is becoming increasingly unstable. His hallucinations grow more severe, leaving him unable to separate reality from imagination as he begins believing Roy Cropper is encouraging violent behavior. According to new spoilers, Will confides in Hope Dobbs that he is considering quitting athletics because the sport constantly reminds him of Megan and everything he endured. Hope tries to encourage him by explaining that giving up would only allow Megan to continue controlling his life and destroying his potential. Watching nearby, Sam becomes overwhelmed by his racing thoughts. Later, he imagines hearing Roy urging him to take action against Will once and for all. When Sam insists he isn't capable of violence, the imagined version of Roy accuses him of being weak and claims their friendship is finished. As the week progresses, Sam later references an earlier incident involving Will, leaving the real Roy completely confused, though Sam fails to notice anything unusual about Roy's reaction. Elsewhere, Will tells Hope that an old running friend from Hull has invited him to meet up. However, when he arrives expecting to see his friend Lee, Megan appears instead, leaving Will horrified after realizing he has been tricked. Meanwhile, Sam's hallucinations continue intensifying. Hearing the imagined Roy in his head again, Sam heads to the Rovers and finds Will alone in the back room playing a shooting game. In Sam's distressed state, he believes Roy is warning him that Will intends to kill him too. Terrified, Sam runs away while a worried Will follows after him. Sam rushes into the cafe and locks the doors behind him as Will desperately tries to calm him down from outside. Inside, Roy finds Sam in an extremely distressed condition. Sam becomes even more frightened when he suddenly sees two versions of Roy standing before him: the real Roy and the hallucination. Outside the cafe, Nick Tilsley, Toya Battersby, and Leanne Battersby plead with Sam to let them inside, but with Sam becoming more unstable by the minute, concerns begin growing for Roy's safety. Later, as everyone searches desperately for Sam, Carla eventually spots him wandering through the precinct. Sensing how frightened and confused he is, Carla gently tries to reassure him while secretly calling Nick for help. However, when Nick and David Platt arrive, Sam panics and runs off again. Carla then tearfully explains that she believes Sam is suffering from psychosis, something she personally experienced herself in the past. Speaking about Carla's role in the storyline, actor Ben Price explained that Nick immediately takes Carla's concerns seriously because of everything she has previously gone through. He added that Carla is usually someone who hides her emotions behind a tough exterior, so when she openly expresses fear and concern, people instantly realize how serious the situation truly is. Coronation Street viewers were left demanding answers after Tuesday's episode finally confirmed that Jody Ramsey was the mysterious online troll known as Truth Teller. Jody first arrived on the cobbles earlier this year as the estranged sister of Shona Ramsey during the soap's crossover storyline with Emmerdale. Since appearing in Weatherfield, she has repeatedly displayed unsettling behavior, from stealing neighbors' belongings to pretending she was the mother of her seriously ill niece. More recently, Jody managed to insert herself into Daniel Osborne's life while he struggled to recover from the fallout surrounding his former girlfriend, a teacher who had secretly been involved with one of her students. Over the past few weeks, Daniel has been targeted by vicious anonymous posts online written by someone using the name Truth Teller. Throughout the ordeal, Jody acted supportive and comforting, pretending to help Daniel while secretly tormenting him behind the scenes. However, during the latest episode, Daniel finally realized the truth. As he sat listening to the kettle boil, Daniel suddenly looked at Jody and quietly said, "It's you." Daniel had purposely uploaded a private message aimed only at the troll, but Jody accidentally exposed herself by casually mentioning information she should never have known. Realizing he had caught her out, Daniel confronted her directly and asked if she had been behind the online abuse all along. Fighting back tears, Daniel accused her of destroying his life, explaining that his son trusted her completely while she had secretly spent weeks attacking him online and causing chaos in both his personal and professional life. Eventually, after intense pressure, Jody finally admitted the truth and confessed that she really was Truth Teller. Following the confrontation, Daniel ordered her to leave immediately, but instead of backing down, Jody soon turned her attention toward David Platt, bringing up the night of Theo Silverton's murder when she previously tried to sleep with him. Approaching David, Jody attempted to convince him that he knew exactly who she was that night and implied he had feelings for her, despite his clear rejection of her claims. When David refused to engage, Jody headed to the Rovers and once again tried to provoke Daniel publicly. In front of the shocked pub customers, Daniel exposed her as the online stalker responsible for the hateful posts targeting him. He accused her of spreading toxic lies and encouraging strangers online to attack a single father. Jody quickly switched tactics and once again played the victim, insisting Daniel had no proof while pretending to be overwhelmed and upset before dramatically leaving the pub in tears. Afterwards, she returned to number 8 and manipulated Shona into letting her stay the night by claiming Daniel had suffered some kind of breakdown. Meanwhile, Daniel was lying unconscious at home after drinking too much alcohol, while young Bertie attempted to cook by himself, leading to smoke filling the flat. Following Jody's exposure, many Coronation Street fans rushed to social media questioning the purpose of her character and demanding proper explanations for her actions. Some viewers complained that, after months on the show, Jody still appears to create chaos without any clear motivation. Others described her as manipulative, twisted, and completely unlikable, while several fans argued that the storyline has become frustrating and repetitive. A number of viewers also criticized the soap itself, claiming the program has drifted too far from its original roots and now focuses too heavily on exaggerated drama instead of realistic everyday life. Many fans admitted they still cannot understand why Jody causes so much destruction or what she ultimately hopes to gain from it all. Coronation Street continues airing on ITV1 during weeknights at 8:30 p.m. and is also available to stream on ITVX.